students, today's tele-lesson is on the topic functions of management. And dear students, in today's lesson we are going to cover, first I will introduce you all to the basic concept of management, then we will learn the 5 different functions of management, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So, these are the 5 important functions of management, dear students, which we are going to cover in today's topic. So, dear students, let us start our journey towards the functions of management. So, dear students, management function represents the activities that manager should perform to achieve organizational goals. In order to achieve these organizational goals, dear students, the management perform these 5 important functions, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. Now, let us look into the definition of management, dear students, before we understand the functions of management. As per F.W. Taylor, management is the art of knowing what you want to do and then seeing that it is done in the best and the cheapest way. So, dear students, now after we have understood what basic of management is, now let us try to understand the 5 important functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So, now let us first try to understand the first function of management, that is planning. So, dear students, planning is the primary function of management. Nothing can be performed without planning. In short, planning refers to deciding in advance that what will be done in the near future. Let us take a small freshers party what we arrange in our schools or colleges or university. We plan how many students we are going to invite, we plan how many teachers we are going to invite, we will plan what are the activities or games we are going to conduct, we plan what is the food we are going to serve. So, anything from small freshers party to any big thing in organization, planning plays a very important role. For example, my dear students, in order to understand planning more, little bit more, let us take an example. Let us suppose I want to start a new college. So, I have to plan for the college which I am going to start in the near future. Like, where will I start, the location of the college, where will I set up, how many programs I will have I have UG and PG programs? If it is UG, is it BA, BSc and BCom programs? If it is PG, is it MA, MSc, MCom? How many MComs, how many MAs, how many BComs, how many BAs? How many teaching staff I require, how many non-teaching staff I require, etc., etc. How many classrooms I require, how many benches and table I have to have, so and so forth. All these things have to be decided, my dear students, before I set up a new college. So, in simple terms, planning is the primary function of management, and as I have said, nothing can be performed without planning. Anything which is not well planned will not be that successful, my dear students. So, as per Kuhn's, dear students, let us first try to understand the definition of planning. So, according to Kuhn's, planning is deciding in advance what to do, when to do and how to do. So, my dear students, planning bridges the gap from where we are and where we want to be. So, dear students, in simple terms, well planned is half done. The moment you plan everything properly, your job is half done. I plan as to how to set up a new college. Automatically, a well plan is half work done. So, in simple terms, my dear students, to summarize, planning means deciding in advance what to do, when to do, where to do it, how to do it, who will do it and how the results whatever we have done have to be evaluated. So, this is what, my dear students, in simple terms, planning is all about. Planning is all pervasive function which is performed by the managers at all level, top level, middle level as well as bottom level. The managers at the top level in the organization normally devote more time on planning as compared to managers at lower level. The reason is the lower level managers have to follow the instructions given by the top level managers, be it policies, be it programs, be it procedures, whatever the top level management have kept. So, that is the reason why normally in organizations top level managers play an important role and devote more time in planning. Now, dear students, after we have understood the basic concept of planning, now let us try to understand the different classifications of plans. Dear students, there are two important classifications of plans. The first one is a standing plan, the second one is a single use plan. Now, dear students, let us try to understand what a standing plan is. Standing plans are made to be used time and again. Let us suppose in Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, the syllabus for the MBA is framed by the department, and the same syllabus is used for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, sometimes 5 to 6 years also. So, once you frame the syllabus, you use it n number of times, it repeats, or the study material what the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University prepares for you students for the MBA program. The study material, every year the same study material is reprinted and given to the students for the purpose of your learning. So, few plans are repetitive, it is recurring in nature, you need not do it again and again. Such type of plans are called as standing plans. These standing plans, dear students, are formulated to guide managerial decisions and actions on problems which are recurring in nature. So, these plans provide unity and uniformity of efforts in meeting repetitive situations arising at various levels of enterprise. So, dear students, after understanding a standing plan, let us try to understand what a single use plan is. So, these plans, dear students, are made for handling non-recurring problems. For example, as the example I have told you, let us suppose I want to start a college. In order to start a college, first I have to prepare a budget. What is the expenses I will incur in order to set up a college? Maybe for buying a building on lease or rent or on my own, otherwise if I want to recruit teachers, what would be the expenditure incurred in order for recruitment, how many classrooms I require, like this, what all expenditure I will incur, the salary what I have to pay for teaching and non-teaching staff, the rent what I have to pay for the building, so and so forth, and also the income what I will generate from in the form of fees what I will get. So, I will prepare a simple budget to know what is the inflow of cash and outflow of cash when I start a college. So, this is prepared only once, is it? And once it is prepared, it need not be prepared. Once I set up a college and the college is functional, I need not prepare this budget again. So, the budget becomes redundant the moment I start my college. The budget works out only until I set up the new college in order for me to know what will be the expected expenditure to start a college and what will be the expected revenue to set up a college. So, dear students, these plans are made, that is the single use plans are made for handling non-recurring problems. So, these plans are formulated to handle non-repetitive and unique problems. So, these plans cannot be used again and again. These become obsolete and outdated and redundant after achieving the purpose. So, dear student, this is what planning is all about, that is deciding in advance what you have to do. Now, dear students, after understanding the concept of planning, now let us talk about the second function of management, organizing. So, in order to make the planning functional, dear students, a structure of roles need to be framed. For example, let us take the same example of the college what I want to set up. So, I have to know how many departments will my college have. Will it have a commerce department? Will it have a management department? Will it have a chemistry department? Will it have a physics department? And who will head the college? Do I require a principal? Do I require a vice principal? Do I require an assistant registrar, deputy registrar? Do I require a clerk, an accountant, office subordinates? What are the different roles in that particular organization? Who will be heading whom? Let us suppose I am a teacher working in the management department. Who will give me the timetable? Who will tell me the syllabus? So, who will be the head of the department? So, what is the hierarchy, the organization structure in the organization, and what each and every one role is. So, I as a teacher, what my role is, what my duty is, what my responsibility is, what I have to do morning 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. when I am in the college. Who will be my superior? Who will be my subordinate? Whom I have to give instruction? Who will give me instruction? To whom will I communicate? What my job is? How many departments the new college will have? Maths, physics, chemistry, management, commerce, etc., etc. Will I have an administration building separate? So, what will the role, or what will an office subordinate do? What will a vice chancellor do if it is a university? What is the role of the principal if it is a college? What will the vice principal do? What is the role of the head of the department, etc., etc. All these things have to be well decided, pre-decided before I start my college. So, this is what in simple terms organizing is. So, first I plan that I will set up a college, and my college will have undergraduate programs and postgraduate program. The second step, my dear students, is organizing, where I will decide in this UG and PG programs in my college what are the different roles, what are the different responsibilities, and each and every one what is the task they have to do. So, in that, my dear students, so in order to make the planning functional, a structure of roles need to be framed. The process of creating the structure of roles is known as organizing. The whole project is divided into various small jobs: the head of the department, the teaching staff, the non-teaching staff, like this. Then to assign these jobs to designated people. So, what I will do, what X will do, what Y will do. Then to unite various jobs into one department, and also to clarify the rights and duties of employees to be appointed at various posts. So, the principal, what he will do, the vice principal, what he will do, the head of the department, what he will do, the teaching staff, what are their roles and responsibilities, the non-teaching staff, what are their roles and responsibilities. All these things will be defined, and this is what, my dear students, organizing is. Dear students, now let us look into the definition of organizing. So, according to Henry Fail, organization is of two kinds, that is organization of the human factor and the organization of the material factor. So, organization of the human factor covers the distribution of work to be done by the human beings. It tells who will do the work better, what are their authority and responsibilities. Organization of the material factor covers utilization of raw material, plant and machinery. And let us see another definition, dear students, given by Coons and O'Donnell. Organizing consists of conscious coordination of people towards a desired goal. Dear students, after understanding the definition of organization, now let us try to understand the different process of organizing. There are four important processes in organizing, dear students. The first one is determination of objectives. The second one is division of activities into jobs. The third one is fitting individuals into jobs, and the fourth one is developing relationships. Let us discuss all these in detail. So, the first step, my dear students, in the process of organizing is identification and division of work. The first step of organizing is identification and division of work. At this step, the total work is divided into various activities, like as I told you, the commerce department, the physics department, the chemistry department, the management department. So, or let us suppose I am manufacturing mobiles. So, the purchase department, where the purchase of raw material to manufacture mobiles will happen. The production department, where the production of mobiles will take place. The marketing department, where the mobiles are marketed. The sales department, where the sales of the mobiles are taken care of. The finance department, which takes care of the financing. The research and development department, which takes care of the new products or new designs of mobiles. So, first is identification and division of work, where you identify what are the different works you have to do. Then, dear students, the second step is departmentalization. This departmentalization is nothing but the activity starts once the various activities has been designed to achieve the objectives of the company. The activities of the same nature, like all the activities, like the purchase department, all purchases happens in that particular department. The production department, all activities of production happens in that particular department. Or the example of the college I have taken, all the classes of management happens in the management department. It may be BBA or MBA, MBA finance, MBA marketing, MBA hospital management, MBA hotel management, or whatever types of management courses you have. So, all similar activities are grouped under one department, and that is what the head of the department takes care. So, that is what is departmentalization. Then comes the third process in organizing, that is assigning of duties. So, at this stage the responsibility of each individual or post is decided. That is, the purchase manager, what will he take care? That is, he will take care of tasks of purchasing the goods. The sales manager will be given the work of sale of goods. The advertising manager will take care of advertising. Or in the case of the college, the head of the department of management will take care of all the classes, the syllabus, examination regarding the management courses. The head of the department of chemistry will take care of all the examination, syllabus, classes of the chemistry department, like this. So, each and every one, the duties are assigned so that they know what role they have to play. Finally, dear students, in organizing, the fourth step is establishing reporting relationship. Like, let us suppose I am working in a college, I am a teacher working in a college. I have to know, isn't it? Somebody should tell me this is the syllabus, this is the subject you have to teach, and this is the timetable, this is the time wherein you have to go to the class. There should be some communication. So, there should be some senior above me, and also there should be some junior below me to whom I will delegate some work. So, that is what is establishing reporting relationships. That is, every individual should know who is superior is, and the superiors must know who is subordinate is. Like, the head department of management should know how many faculties or how many teachers are working under him, who are taking what subjects or what classes, how many non-teaching staff are there under him, what are the jobs they are doing, etc. For example, the purchase manager will be the superior of all the employees in the purchase department. The head of the department of manager will be the head of all the teaching and non-teaching staff working in the department of management. So, these are the four important processes of organizing, dear students. My dear students, we have learned what planning is, then we have learned organizing. Then the third important step in the functions of management is staffing. Staffing refers to knowing about the manpower requirements in the organization and filling the various posts with suitable employees. That is, let us take the same example of the college. Let us suppose I am starting a college. In the department of management, how many teachers you require for teaching the management classes? How many non-teaching staff you require in order to run the department or the college? So, this is what is staffing all about. That is, It tells how many posts are there, what are the suitable employees, what is the qualification you require for each post, what is the skill requirement for the post, what is the experience you require to perform a particular post. All these things are decided in staffing. So, staffing function comprises the activities of selection and placement of competent personnel. So, in other words, my dear students, staffing refers to placement of right persons in the right job. Right person in the right job is what, in simple terms, staffing is all about. Dear students, now let us look into the definition of staffing. So, according to Coons and O'Donnell, the managerial function of staffing involves manning the organization structure through proper and effective selection, appraisal and development of personnel to fill the roles designated into the specific structure decided by the organization. So, in simple terms, my dear students, to have a small recap, the main purpose of staffing is to put right person on the right job. Dear students, now let us look into the different staffing activities. First one, human resource planning, then announcing vacant positions, that is recruitment, then receiving applications from the applicants who have applied for the job or the post, then administering them test, it may be written test or oral test, conducting interviews, group discussion, etc., medical examination if any for the post required, final selection and giving an appointment order for all those who have selected for the job, then giving them an orientation, that is introducing the new employee to the staff, and placement. So, these are the important staffing activities conducted by organizations. Now, my dear students, let us learn the steps in staffing function. The first step is to estimate the manpower requirement. That is, first you have to know how many staff you want. Let us take the example of the college. Finding out the number and type of employees, that is how many teaching staff you require in your new college and how many non-teaching staff you require in your college, is what the first step in staffing is, estimating the manpower requirement. The second step is recruitment. Recruitment is all about the process of inducing the people to apply for the jobs. Let us suppose you have 100 teaching jobs and 200 non-teaching jobs in the new college what you have set up. So, for all these teaching and non-teaching jobs, you have to call for an advertisement for candidates to apply for your college, so that you give them placement. So, recruitment is nothing but, my dear students, a process of inducing people to apply for the job. Third step, my dear students, is selection. It refers to choosing the most suitable candidate to fill the vacant position. Selection is done through a process which involves written test, it may be oral test, interviews, group discussions, etc. Then comes the fourth step in staffing function, dear students, which is nothing but placement and orientation. Placement refers to occupying of post by the candidates which he is selected for. Let us suppose I have applied for a teaching post, for the post of an assistant professor in a college or a post of a faculty in a college. So, I will get an appointment order, I will get placed as a teacher in the college for which I have applied for. Or otherwise, I have applied for a sales manager's post in an organization. So, I will get an appointment order as a sales manager. So, placement in simple terms, my dear students, refers to occupying of post by the candidates for which he is selected. So, after selection, the employee is given an appointment letter and is asked to occupy the vacant job position. So, once you are placed in an organization, then comes orientation, dear students. Orientation refers to introduction of the new employees to the existing employees. Probably you may call a formal meeting or an informal meeting where all the employees are probably can meet over a cup of tea, and the new employee is introduced to the old employees who are already working in the organization. So, introduction of the new employee to the old employee or the existing employee is what placement is. Then comes, dear students, training and development. In order to improve the competence of employees and to motivate them, continuous training is required so that the employee is skilled and up to date. So, these are the different steps in staffing, dear students. Now, let us try to understand the fourth important function, directing. So, the actual performance of a work starts with the function of direction. That is, once subordinates are organized, superiors have a continuous responsibility. Once I know I have been recruited as a production manager or a sales manager or a teacher in an organization. So, somebody should continuously lead me, guide me, motivate me, communicate with me to do the job what I am supposed to do. Let us suppose I am appointed as a teacher in an organization. My head of the department should communicate me the timetable, the class, what I have to take, the syllabus, what I have to deal with, and there should be a lot of he has, as a leader, he has to motivate me, he has to supervise me throughout my journey so that my job is done perfectly. So, in simple terms, my dear students, once subordinates are organized, superiors have a continuous responsibility of guiding and leading them for higher work performance and motivating them to work with zeal, confidence and enthusiasm. So, in simple terms, dear students, directing means communicating, leading, motivating and supervising. Now, let us look into the definition of direction or directing. Directing is telling people what to do and seeing that they do it to the best of their ability. So, these are the important steps in direction, my dear students. First is issuing orders and instructions, supervising people at work, motivating them to work better, communicating to them properly and leading them and influencing them. In simple terms, my dear students, the summary is supervising, that is overseeing the functioning of subordinates to ensure performance and prevent wastage, motivating them, that is psychologically encouraging subordinates for executing plans and policies through the efforts of others, then communicating them properly, then influencing subordinates at work towards attainment of desired goals. Lastly comes controlling, my dear students. It refers to bringing the actual results closer to the desired result. That is, control is to monitor whether the jobs are being performed in according with the set plans or not. The actual performance is matched with the determined standards and the deviations are found. So, in simple terms, my dear students, the controlling process involves establishment of standards for measuring work performance. Let's just suppose for the new college what I have started, I actually estimated 1000 students to join my college. So, the standard is 1000. The second step is measurement of actual performance. In reality, probably only 800 students might have joined my college. The third step is comparison of actual performance with the standards. So, actually the standard was 1000 students. I expected 1000 students would join my new college, but in reality only 800 have joined. So, that is the last step, my dear students, the corrective action. That is, actually I expected 1000 would join, but in reality only 800 joined. Why 200 students less? What is the reason why students did not take admission in my college? That is what is the last step in controlling process, my dear students. So, to conclude, the various functions of management constitute a unified body and are commonly referred to as a process of management. Thank you, my dear students. Thank you.